Hey everybody, and thank you for stopping by. I know a lot of up-and-coming influencers wouldn't take the time to have this conversation because they're worried about an image or for whatever reason, but I'm just here to let you know that Black lives still matter. Breonna Taylor still deserves justice. We were disappointed last week, but the fight is going to continue to fight, and I am going to continue to stand on the side for that fight. We really mean it when we mean no justice, no peace, and all lives cannot matter until Black lives matter. Breonna, you deserve so much better, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it's taking this long, and this is the process for you. And our community, we stand together, and we stand with you, and I'm saddened, but we're gonna keep fighting. Hey everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Tris and Aretha. This is Aretha. She's my cat, and there's a little koozie made for her. But anyways, hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Tris, where I spend an hour cooking my favorite Cajun Creole cuisines. While I talk about my past sins, do not forget the part where I get drunk. Cheers everybody. I know that was pretty heavy. I know life is pretty crazy right now. Grab a shot, grab a cocktail, and let's get to it. We're making some red beans and rice. Super yummy, super meaty. I just love it. I just remember waking up and smelling the red beans because they slow cook for quite some time. And just being so excited because I know I'm about to crush 2 to 3 bowls and then come back for some more because my grandma always made more than enough. All right, so here's what you need for red beans and rice. Let me step out of frame. So of course it's gonna start with our Trinity. Our Trinity is the basis for most Cajun Creole cooking, almost all. It's gonna be our onion, our bell pepper, our celery. Don't forget the garlic. Now I like to throw in a little bit of spice, so I use a dried Argo chili. I also grew up in California, so don't judge me. Over here I have our sausage. Now I use 3 different sausages. Of course I threw some hot wings because you know I'm a hot wing boy, but I also did 2 types of andouille sausages as well. Over here I have some ham. Now, I love ham and red beans and rice. This is what gives you that meaty, smoky flavor. For here, I just bought a smoked ham, cubed it up, and then I'm gonna throw that in here. And here are the red beans. This is honestly the most important part. It is important to wash, rinse, discard beans, but also soak your beans overnight. My grandma swears by this. But what she won't tell you, because she swears she never did it, even though I've been in the kitchen with you, is if you forget to soak your beans, it's okay. Boil some water, cover your beans for 20 minutes in that boiling water, and then your beans will be good to go. Just add the beans in the pot with that boiling water. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the basis of your red beans is going to be some tomato paste. I like to cook the beans in some chicken broth, and then yeah. So tonight, because we're cooking for multiple people and I have a big family to feed, I soaked 2 bags of beans. Normally, if it's just a standard four people dish or whatever, just soak 1 bag of red beans, do about 6 pieces of sausage, and then you can even pick up 2 like ham steaks from the grocery store or the smoked ham and throw that in there as well. Aretha is so cute. Can we show Aretha?
This is your time to shine. It's literally her.
Oh, this is so cute. Whoa. I take some vegetable oil and we're gonna heat it up in grandma's big pot. Then we're gonna saute the bell pepper, the celery, and the onion till the onion is translucent. When the onion is translucent, we're going to add our garlic. All right, 3 different types of sausage. Smoked ham. Woo! And you mix it all together and you know you got the best of both worlds. I heard that you're settled down, that you... It's singing in cursive. Hey, that your dreams came true. Guess the nigga gave you things. So after you've cooked the meat for a little bit with your Holy Trinity and the garlic, I add my tomato paste. I'm also gonna add a couple of dashes of hot sauce because you know me. All right, once this is cooked for a little bit, go ahead and add your beans in the water that it's soaked in and mix it all together. We're gonna have a lot of beans, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna add the chicken broth because I like the beans to cook up in there. It's a good substitute for water. I like to do the reduced sodium. I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend. For standard, I usually use 132-ounce thing of chicken broth or stock, reduce sodium to 1 can of beans. You want your beans to be more submerged because obviously the beans are going to absorb and cook into that. So if you want to add some more water or some more chicken stock, please do that. I'm going to add about 4 more cups of water to this 48 ounces of beans because I soaked 2 bags of beans. All right, so pay attention to this. Again, like I mentioned in week 1, this is the important part. All my Caucasian friends and followers are the same thing. Pay attention. So the seasonings that we're using today is some paprika, some cayenne pepper, some garlic powder. I'm gonna use Tony's Cajun or Creole seasoning, some bay leaves, and I threw in the arbol chilies, okay? Don't forget the salt and pepper, but I had a feeling, again, specifically, you know who I'm talking to, that y'all was not gonna forget the salt and pepper. After everything is in the pot, you put your heat on low, cover it, and then go do something. Go clean something, read the book. Mariah Carey's new memoir just came out. So this is my absolute favorite holiday. So everything is already decorated. And fun thing about me is I like to name all of my decorations. This is my personal favorite this year. They're new. This up here is this little sneaky little spider is Donald Trump. This is his Web of Lies, and then this is Candace Owens. You can tell she used to be black, but that's where she's at now. That just seeped into my motherfucking soul. Oh my god. All right, so for our standard rule of thumb, I'm sure we've talked about this before. For every 1 cup of uncooked rice, you're gonna, oh my god. For every cup of uncooked rice, you're gonna use 2 cups of water. My grandma used to do the thumb trick, or the finger trick. If you know it, use it. You can cook your rice. Obviously, you're experienced. Look at all these chickens. So you gotta stir the pot occasionally. Stir it like it's 7th grade and you're on a new bus and you're Taylor Clark and you look at this little effeminate boy and say, I think he's gay. Now with the red beans, if you feel like you want a thicker consistency, then mash some of the beans so it'll thicken up your little sauce. Now for some of the toppings, here's what I enjoy with my red beans. Obviously the rice. I need some Crystal, some hot sauce. This is my favorite brand of hot sauce. Some green onion. I really love the flavor of green onion and red beans. All right, so we got it all plated up. We got some red beans and rice. And make sure you got your hot sauce ready and let's dig in. All right, thank you guys for joining us for episode 2 of Cooking with Tris. It has been a pleasure doing what we do. And I'll see you next week. All right, let's go. Sweet the sound. You want to join in with me? That's sweet. I'm on melody. Oh,